Good day, everyone. In this presentation, we're going to explore how different technologies have transformed various fields, such as biology, sociology, and the environment and gaming. Thanks to the innovations we'll be presenting, our ways of living, interacting, and even thinking have evolved dramatically. First, let's talk about biotechnology. This area of science harnesses cellular and biomolecular processes to develop technologies that improve human life and support the health of our planet. In short, biotechnology is the fusion of biology and technology, used to enhance human health, society, and the environment. Now let's explore different classifications of biotechnology, each with its own focus and application. First is the red biotechnology, second is the white biotechnology, third is the yellow biotechnology, and the fourth is gray biotechnology. First is the red biotechnology, also known as biopharma. It is a branch of biotechnology focused on improving the health of humans and animals. In this field, cutting-edge technologies are used to create medical products such as vaccines, antibiotics, and medications for various diseases. The main goal is to address health challenges through developing vaccines to prevent infectious disease like COVID-19. Second is through produced antibiotics to fight bacterial infections. And the last is creating new drugs using genetic engineering and molecular biology. This field plays an important role in modern medicine, helping us respond to the global health threats and improve the quality of life. Is white biotechnology. White biotechnology focuses on creating clean, safe, energy-efficient products and processes, offering sustainable alternatives to traditional industrial methods. It's especially important for protecting our environment by reducing harmful emissions and promoting eco-friendly innovations. One of the examples of white biotechnology is the agricultural waste can be converted into biofuels that replace gasoline in vehicles. Since these fuels come from plants, they release less carbon dioxide and are considered carbon neutral, which helps to reduce pollution and our dependence of fossil fuels. Yellow biotechnology is centered on food production and safety. It uses living organisms such as bacteria, yeast, and even insects to create a food that is more nutritious, safe, and sustainable. And for the last is the gray biotechnology. It focuses on environmental protection. Gray biotechnology is dedicated to protecting the environment. It uses living organisms such as bacteria and microbes to clean up pollution and to restore ecosystems. One powerful method used in this field is called bioremediation, which scientists apply microbes to remove toxic waste and oil spills from contaminated areas. So, for the example, in case of an oil spill, scientists introduce bacteria that can eat the oil. These microbes break down the harmful substance, helping reduce or to eliminate the pollution.
Now let's proceed to the social media, a computer-based technology that facilitates the sharing of ideas and information and virtual networks and communities. So, ang social media daw, nakakatulong sa atin sa pang-araw-araw natin. Dito, makakatanggap tayo ng mga messages, informations, announcement na kailangan natin sa pang-araw-araw na pamumuhay. Gumagamit ang media ng internet para makakonect sa iba't ibang panig ng mundo. Sobrang powerful ng social media dahil sobrang dami nitong kayang gawin. Di katulad dati na kailangan nyo pang bumili ng newspapers, magpadala ng sulat para makapag-communicate kayo sa mga mahal nyo sa buhay. Ganun. And then, tapos yung mga sulat na yun, pag sa malalayang lugar, matagal pa dumating. Pero gamit nga ang social media, ay mas napapabilis ang communication at mas nakakausap mo na ang mga mahal mo sa buhay ng instant. Isang click mo lang kahit sobrang layo pa niyan. Benefits of social media. Maraming magandang dulot ang social media. Tulad na lamang ng faster communication and connectivity. So, mas mabilis tayong nakaka-connect at nakakausap yung mga mahal natin sa buhay. Kapag may mga importanteng messages tayong sasabihin, wider information sources. So, katulad nga ng sinabi ko, hindi na natin kailangan bumili ng newspapers. Lahat ay nasa social media na. Search nyo na lang. Tapos, nakakatulong din sa edukasyon. Sa pag-aaral, madaming naitutulong yan. Pag may gusto kong malaman, isang click mo lang, nandyan na agad. Katulad dati, punta ka pa sa library. Diba? Business and marketing. So, sa panahon ngayon, ang mga business, marketing, dinadaan na yun sa social media. Mas mataas kasi yung insights at mas mataas yung chance na makilala yung business mo. Negative effects of social media. Mental health issues. So, sa social media kasi, nauuso dyan yung mga cyberbullying, ganun. Tapos, madami ding mga negative katulad ng cyberbullying yun, tsaka mga reduce productivity. So umaasa na lang tayo ngayon sa social media, kaya ayun, nababawasan yung productivity natin. Minsan nga inaasa na lang natin sa AI, ganun, diba? Addiction and screen time. So dahil nga sa sobrang efficient ng social media ay yung screen time natin ay sobrang taas na. Halos dito na tayo bumabase at dito na umiikot yung buhay natin, lalo na sa ngayon sa generation natin. At kumakalat din ng maraming fake news. So sa panahon ngayon, sobrang powerful na ng AI, sobrang bilis na kumalat ng fake news. Parang totoo lang yung mga fake news eh. Kaya dapat i-check natin yung mga informations. Okay. Example na lang mga social media platforms, Facebook, Messenger, Instagram at TikTok. Alam na naman natin itong lahat, kaya di ko na ito i-explain.
Next is renewable energy. Renewable energy is a technology advancement that creates energy through efficient ways. It comes from natural sources such as sunlight, wind, and water, and many others. These sources do not run out or do not pollute the environment. Renewable energy is self-replenishing or naturally restored because it is part of nature. This is different from non-renewable energy, which is harmful to the environment. It takes a very long time to form and cannot be replenished. The common types of renewable energy is the solar power, which converts sunlight into electricity using solar panels. Next is the wind power, which harnesses wind through turbines to generate power. And for the last is the hydroelectric power. It uses flowing waters from rivers and dams to produce electricity. Also, back in senior high school, we conducted a research project that focuses on renewable energy innovation. Instead of using solar, wind, and hydropower separately, we explored how these three sources could be combined into a single hybrid energy system. Our goal was to create a more efficient, sustainable, and reliable energy solution by harnessing the strengths of each type. As the final stage of our research, we successfully built and operated a hybrid renewable energy setup that powered multiple devices and stations. Using the combined energy from solar, wind, and hydropower, we are able to supply electricity to water pumps, electric fans, fountains, and a mobile charging station. So our output operated continuously from 9 a.m. to 4 p.m., which proves the reliability and the efficiency of our system throughout the day. That's why renewable energy is very important, especially in areas that cannot afford or are not reached by power lines. It can also serve as a good alternative when the electricity is unavailable.
Okay. Dumako naman tayo ngayon sa mobile gaming. So, smartphones have shifted gaming from arcades and living rooms to mobile devices, making gaming accessible anywhere. Ang mobile gaming, dati kasi, di ka makapaglaro ng games. Kailangan mo lang ng computer dati para makapaglaro ka. Di ka makakapaglaro kung di mo afford yung computer na yun. Pati yung laro na yun, di mo madadala kahit saan. So, pang ano lang siya, isang lugar. Bawa sa kwarto mo ganun, pang dun lang siya. Tapos, dati gumagamit din sila ng mga arcade machine. Mga pixelated pa yung laro na nandun, tulad na ng mga Super Mario, ganun. Tapos, para makapaglaro ka din dati, gumagamit din ng PS1. Ganyan yung gaming dati bago pa lumabas ang mobile games. Kailangan mo pang magbayad ng laro. Kasi dun sa PS1, may binibili ka dun. May binibili yung card dun para malaro mo. Tapos, kailangan mo ring low-end din yung mga laro dun sa dati. Hindi naman sa low-end, pero sa ngayon, sa panahon ngayon, sasabi na low-end na yan. Pero sa panahon nila, sobrang ganda nun. Tapos, pero nung lumabas yung mobile games, sobrang laki ng pagbabago sa community. Sobrang efficient na ng gaming ngayon kasi namimit nila yung mga expectation ng mga gamers. Tapos, ang kagandahan pa nito, kaya mo siyang dalhin kahit saan mo gusto. Bawa na lang, ML. Install mo lang siya sa phone mo, tapos gagana na siya basta may internet. Kahit nga walang internet, may offline mode na siya. Tapos may mga offline games din ngayon. Kaya sobrang ganda na ng gaming ngayon. Dako naman tayo sa pros and cons. Ang pros, entertainment. Number 1 yan. Kasi yung mga mobile games, sobrang ganda niyan pagdating sa entertainment. Nakakalibang talaga. Nakakatanggal ng stress at mabilis yung oras pag nag-games kayo. Social interaction. Sa mga online games, kasi syempre online yan. Team fight yan. Kaya nakakapag-interact ka sa mga players. Ganun. Accessibility and affordability. Halos lahat ng mga laro ngayon libre. Pero yung iba may bayad. Pero di mo naman kailangan magbayad ng laro, diba? Kaya sobrang ganda na talaga. Good for short breaks. Kaya nga na sinabi ko, maganda pampalipas ng oras. Tako naman tayo sa cons. Addiction. Sa mga kabataan ngayon ay na-addict na sa mga mobile game. Sobrang kasi kapag nakakapag-mobile games ka na, hindi mo na yung matitigilan pag sobrang nagandahan ka na kapag tawag doon. Pag nalaro mo na at sobrang magandahan ka talaga. Sa health issues naman, dito naapektuhan yung mata natin. Kasi sobrang tutok natin sobrang open ng radiation. Kaya ayun, nakaka-apekto din siya. Risk of privacy and scams. So, meron mga online games na kailangan mong bumili. Bawa, yung mga online games kailangan bumili. Basta yun. Meron mga online games na parang nagte-trade sila ganun. Kaya minsan, nakaka-scam din. Reduce productivity na naman kasi halos dito na nga umigit yung buhay natin. So, wala ka na ibang alam kung di mag-mobile games, tumutok sa phone. Kaya nababawasan yung productivity ng isang tao. Yun lang. Thank you.